On a cold evening, four friends decided to escape the pressures of daily life and spend a quiet vacation in a small town on the edge of the forest. The town was far from the hustle of big cities, filled with old buildings with a rich, mysterious charm. After a long search, they found a house available for rent at an incredibly low price, almost too good to be true. But there was something strange in the air, an uneasy feeling that hung around them. They brushed it off, assuming it was just exhaustion from the journey. As they arrived at the house just before dark, the owner, an elderly man with a peculiar, almost hidden look behind his friendly smile, opened the door. He gave them a quick tour of the house, and before leaving, he gave them an odd warning: enjoy your stay, but try not to disturb the other residents. The friends laughed, assuming he was joking to make their stay a bit more exciting. They didn't take his words seriously. Inside, they dropped their bags and explored the rooms, all wide with high ceilings, large windows draped in heavy curtains. Yet there was something strange about the corners of each room, as if they were being watched. When night finally fell, they gathered in the living room, telling each other ghost stories to pass the time, trying to keep the atmosphere light. But deep down, a subtle dread started creeping over each of them. After midnight, just as they were about to sleep, they heard the slow, heavy sound of footsteps approaching down the hallway toward their rooms. They froze, hearts pounding, trying to ignore it. But the footsteps grew louder and closer, as if something wanted to get their attention. One of them nervously opened the door, but found nothing. They tried to go back to sleep, but their eyes remained fixed on the ceiling, feeling an inexplicable fear. Then, the sounds continued, doors creaking as if someone were opening and closing them, faint whispers whose source they couldn't place. It was as if there were spirits residing with them in this old house, unseen but undoubtedly present. The next night, things got worse. While they were gathered around the dining table, the lights suddenly flickered off, plunging them into darkness. When the lights returned, they saw their pale reflections staring back from the mirrors around the room. They shivered, each of them realizing that something was very wrong. They all felt a presence watching them from the room's corners, like they were trapped under the gaze of hidden, ancient eyes. As they lay in bed, trying to sleep, they heard the sound of children's laughter coming from the bottom of the stairs. It was soft, innocent, but somehow chilling, echoing up and down as though invisible children were playing in the dark. One of the friends felt a sudden cold touch on his shoulder, a hand that sent a shock through him. He spun around, but there was nothing there. The haunting only grew worse, as the room seemed to twist into a maze of shadows, the walls almost breathing as they closed in tighter, trapping them in a circle of terror. They tried to leave, but every time they neared the front door, they found themselves back at the same point, like the house was playing with them, refusing to let them go. Panic took hold as they heard voices calling their names from the depths of the darkness. Each whisper felt closer, sharper, as if the hidden spirits in this house had decided they would never let them leave.
Join our family and be part of our adventures. Just click the subscribe button now.